Okay, yeah, lots of people have asked us to look into 2028, a lot of our subscribers, because it keeps being brought up in our videos about 2028, about something happening. We haven't actually ever specifically asked what that thing is. So like I think in the Area 51, not the Area 51, but the David Wilcox video, the missing scientists, they're going to reappear in 2028. In 2028, about the crop circles, like that year just keeps cropping up.
The year just keeps coming up, yes. So let's ask about that.
Okay. Not answer.
You aren't willing to talk to us about 2028. Is that correct?
Oh, you are? So what do you mean by not answer? On realm 1. Is that correct? No. Okay, so what do you mean by not answer? Is there a specific fractal that can help us answer this question? Okay, can we have that specific fractal, please? So what realm is this fractal from? Round 6.
Not plane 6, round 6.
What is round 6? Angel. Angelic. The angelic realm is round 6. No. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. I'm excited. Right, I'm in. Right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm down for this. Got to put the glasses on. So a fractal who resides on round 6,
Angelic realm.
the angelic realm, is going to be the best to provide the answers about what 2028 is, why it keeps coming up.
Is it any particular angel?
Can we know? Gabriel and Verses. Verses? Verses? It's just you, Gabriel, yourself.
It's just like how you talk about yourself. I don't know, it just seems a bit...
You meant angel and Verses. We're getting told off. Don't overthink on silly. Sorts. Don't overthink on silly sorts. So basically, it's irrelevant.
Just take it. It's Archangel Gabriel.
As if I've just been
schooled
by an angel.
Don't overthink the verses bit.
Yeah.
I need a drink after that.
Who knew there is an aspect of us that is Angel Gabriel? Well, I knew, because it makes sense with you. It appeared in the garden to you.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. So, obviously, you've got a better link in here than I do.
Well, you've probably got a connection too. Well, you will have.
Well, yeah, I know that, but you're going to have a better link in, I think, than I am. Is that correct? Oh. A. Each.
Don't worry about it. Don't overthink.
Don't overthink silly sorts. Okay. Doesn't really matter. I was just for the video, really. I'm going to have to start making a list, you know, of the different aspects. So far, we've connected with the giant aspect of self.
Carloy and Gertie.
Gets me every time. We've connected with the ancient Egyptian aspect of self.
We don't know whose name yet still, just that it's a high priestess.
We've connected with a cat version of self who also resides on plane 6. That was yesterday for Cat's video.
Still round 1 though.
Still round 1. We have connected with an ET aspect of self called Fan from round 1.
But what plane is Fan on?
It's spelled that before. It's spelled that a minute ago.
There's a Zane as well, but I don't know where Zane's from.
Okay, so there is Zane as well. A Zane and Fan, like me and Vicky, but on the ET version. No, okay. Anyway, we'll get into that different.
Well, let's come back to Zane because Archangel Gabriel's waiting.
Yeah, sorry, we can't keep. And now we've connected to an angelic aspect of self, Archangel Gabriel. Oh, and also Yeshua.
Don't forget Yeshua.
We can't forget Yeshua. We're connected to him. I mean, we've got that's quite a.
We did figure out plane 6, but I'm not going into that.
That is quite a fucking logbook of aspects.
But Archangel Gabriel isn't from plane round 1.
No, who knew the angelic realm was round 6? Yeah, you're from round 6, the angelic realm. That's crazy. I love it. Anyway, what were we asking about 2028?
Yeah. Okay, can we ask about 2028, please, Archangel Gabriel?
And Vicky's gone all nice. You are right where you need to be. You know what? I'm already loving Gabriel. Actually talks in straight sentences. We're not riddling right now. Okay, so is that in relation to 2028?
And what do you mean by that? That we're on track for something that we want to happen in 2028?
As a collective, as humanity? You're talking to us as individuals like me and Vicky?
Two timelines.
Oh, there's 2 timelines.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why we can't say as humanity.
Right, so both timelines, though, are where they need to be. Okay.
So there's a split of humanity onto 2 different timelines. Am I understanding that correctly?
Well, that makes sense, because if you think of the live we did where we looked into plane 7, and plane 7 has split into 2 timelines, and plane 7 and plane 4 mirror each other. So why would there not be a split on plane 4 if there is a split on plane 7? And both are affecting each other.
Because plane 7 is where our higher selves, and I only say we call it whole self, but there's people that are going to be watching that are new here.
That's where the
higher
higher
self. I don't know what
self.
I'm on about. So that's where the higher self resides.
So is that true, what we got on that live, that plane 7's got a split, which means plane 4 has a split because they mirror each other? Right, okay.
Okay, so you see, I want to know that these 2 timelines, is it the choice of the whole self which timeline the person goes on? You go on the timeline that you match.
Frequency, that your frequency matches.
And do you mean that your whole self matches, or that us as the human match?
Would it be the fractal?
Which would be us.
Our frequency that determines the timeline we go on?
Right, what did you say?
Would it be the fractal, like this version of us, that would determine the timeline we go on because of the frequency of this fractal? And it said Danny not right.
So it's the whole self.
The whole self. Oh, Jesus wept. Mind you, if you think, right, the whole self, which resides on plane 7.
Let's say it's a game as well, and they're the game player.
Yeah, and they have multiple fractals. Each fractal is going to have a different frequency, but if the timeline splits, you can't have I guess you can't have this many fractals on this timeline and this many fractals on this time. I guess they all have to move together. Would that be right? Does it have to move as a whole? It can't move as an individual fractal? Is that correct? No. Do you want to explain that then? So the frequency is dependent on the timeline you go on, because whatever frequency matches the timeline. So how do you mean that will happen?
I get it.
The whole self just chooses.
So it is like a game, and you decide which game to play. Oh, I want to play on the.
Well, yeah, but not the individual fractal.
We don't know, but
It's
say the whole self.
The whole self.
Let me say it and see if Archangel Gabriel agrees. Are you saying that literally it's like playing a game, and you think, oh, I can go and play in this game, which is all not very nice, dark and...
Yeah, go do like zombie shooting, whatever.
Yeah, which would be like the lower timeline. Or I want to play in this game, which is the good, like...
Well, the more nicer timeline. So...
We don't have free will.
Oh, right.
Think...
That's correct, we don't have free will then, do we? No, we don't. Can you answer that? As in, no, we don't have free will. Is that correct?
Do we have free will on like really minor things, like do I have tomato soup or chicken soup?
Yeah. And we also have free will in the extent that we can take the long way around to something, or we can take the short way around to something, as in, if there's something that's predestined that we are supposed to do, we can dig our heels in and choose to try and detour. But ultimately, if it's something that we're predestined to do, you're going to do it regardless. So you kind of do and you kind of don't. But you can decide what to eat. But then realistically, I mean, I've never thought that we had free will to that extent.
But you can see it in a positive, like if something's meant to be for you, like a good thing, then don't worry, it'll pass you by, because if it's meant to be, it's going to happen.
Well, they say that, though, don't they? If it's meant to be yours, you will never lose it, because it's always going to make its way to you.
And in another way, you know, something you look at in the past and you think, well, that never happened for me, it was never meant to be. And then often in the future, you look back and you go, oh, God, I'm glad that didn't actually happen now. And
yeah. Okay, we've diverted off track. So, 2028, timelines will split. Is that what you're saying? And the timelines split, and dependent on the frequency of the whole self and what the whole self wants to experience, not the individual fractal, not the us, but the whole self, will depend on the timeline we go to. Right.
What about our family in that row?
They're still going to be on our timeline, because obviously they're different timelines.
Okay.
They're not just going to disappear poof out of your life one day.
But do they become NPCs if they go on a different timeline?
Maybe. I don't know. This is where the whole NPC thing comes in. Do you know what I mean? Because if you think about it, say, I don't know, say for instance, Ad. He didn't come on my timeline. He went to the other timeline. He's going to be with an NPC at that point then, because I'm going to be on a different timeline to him. Is that right? Are we and this probably ain't going to be in the video, but am I thinking that right? Yeah. So NPCs aren't necessarily... It's hard because everyone thinks that they just look at this as one reality. That, like in the NPC video. Oh, I don't want to think of my kids as NPCs and I completely get it. But you're being very close-minded in the fact that you think this is just the only existence and the only version of reality. There are a multitude of versions of reality.
There's going to be versions of me out there that are NPCs.
Yeah, well, if you think there's like maybe, pull a number out the air, there's a million different versions of reality. There are 999,999 timelines where you are an NPC. And on one timeline, you are not. But people get so hung up on that and they don't look at it from that bigger perspective and see that. Because you cannot, I guess you can't physically be a soul on every single possible ever timeline. Am I correct? So if people saw... To you, people stay the same.
To you, people stay the same. So reality has to
Mirror.
NPC and Adam
Because
otherwise you'll be like, well, what the fuck did he go?
Yeah, it's just disappeared. So, and it doesn't mean that Adam has not got a soul on some version of reality or some timeline.
Yeah. It
just might mean that if I don't want to call my fella an Adam of NPC, but maybe he is. But for whatever reason, if for whatever reason he didn't come and join me on my timeline, I still need him.
Yeah.
Oh, you forget soul split. S. O.
So.
M. O. R. So more than 8. Not
more than 8, not the. Not the bodies.
Right, but that's a question that's come up a lot within the NPCs and the 8 million souls. Because we didn't actually clarify that question and we didn't ask it. Because obviously the whole self fractalizes itself into many pieces.
Yeah.
So
we had 8 million.
Would the whole self be classed as a soul? And that soul then splinters itself.
So although we got 8 million souls, we didn't clarify 8 million bodies.
No, we didn't ask that question, you see, and we need to be doing that. So are you saying that the whole self would be classed as one soul? And then that can fractalize into many, 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 many pieces. So when we were given 8 million souls, that is correct. There are only 8 million souls. But because we weren't specific and didn't ask the question, we weren't told that those 8 million souls fractalize into many pieces.
Yeah.
So technically, how many bodies would that 8 million souls embody? 2, 0, yes.
2, 0. 2 void. It's
infinite.
It doesn't. People have been born every single day. They can't. There isn't a number.
But
people die every minute. So every second somebody's dying. Somebody's been born. So
I mean, we've got the looping system as well, so that comes into play. But what you're trying to say is, yes, the information was correct. Yes, there are only 8 million souls. But because the soul has
they're swapping timelines every 5 seconds, so.
But because the soul has the ability to fractalize itself into pieces, and each body can hold a piece of the whole soul, that actually means there's a lot more souls on the planet than we think. So we should have been a bit clearer with our questioning on the NPC video, shouldn't we? Yeah, fair enough. And we hold our hands up and accept that and say, fair enough. But is there still quite a large majority of NPCs? Yeah, because if you take into account the whole timeline splitting and what we just talked about, there has to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, we've gone completely off track. So.
Yeah, but that's still relevant information.
Oh, okay.
So...
Are you our oversoul?
Gabriel's our oversoul. Like, so we're one from one soul. And Gabriel, you're our whole soul.
Does that include our whole self?
I thought the whole self was the whole soul.
The whole self is the whole self on earth.
Oh, well, I've been
The
schooled again
oversoul-
today.
The oversoul is all of the realms.
And the initial split from the all.
So like the whole self would be like the daemon.
The whole self is the daemon, and then from linking to that is the oversoul, which is the entirety of the soul through all the realms and all the planes of existence, everywhere, ever.
Okay. Every single person on humanity, discounting the NPCs, has come from an archangel.
No.
Every single person on humanity, discounting the NPCs, has come from an angel.
I wonder why it doesn't like the word archangel. Why don't you like the word archangel?
Do we know that they don't like the word archangel?
I don't know, because we kept saying archangel. It's just saying angel. Do you not like the word archangel? Cell of monad. Cell as in prison. You call yourselves the cell of monad. C-A. Oh, call of. Call of monad.
Call of monad.
So you don't like the term archangel, you prefer the term call of monad. Or is that what the monad calls you? Archangels. Is that what the monad calls you? No, okay.
Are there angels and archangels? From the human perspective, like, you might not call them archangels or angels, but are there yourself, Archangel Gabriel, sorry if you don't like that, different to say another group of angels that would be just angel? Is that a thing?
Yeah, but in the Bible, Archangel Gabriel is an archangel. But he's just referencing himself, herself, itself as angel.
Are you? No, I didn't think it was. Because we said, so all of humanity, discounting NPCs, all come from one of the 17 archangels.
Said no.
It said no, angels.
Yeah, oh. So are you not one of the 17? Because he's an archangel. Vicky's right. Oh, R-E. Oh, Vicky Reed.
What I'm getting is light beings, or whatever you want to call them, relic souls, I don't know, come from the angels. The oversoul is an angel.
Okay.
Okay? But the divine sparks, which is only the seven,
Oh, they come from archangels.
they come from the archangels.
Oh, okay. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 4, 5. Okay.
So, now what I'm trying to figure out is...
But there's more than 7. There's only 7 on Earth realm. As in there's more than 7 divine sparks, but there's only 7 on the Earth.
And again,
realm.
divine sparks can be fractaled
into many.
So there could be much more than 7 on the earth realm. It's not just 7 bodies.
It's seven divine sparks.
7 souls that have come from an archangel.
And then have fractalized themselves. But there's 7 whole selves on earth realm. And those 7 whole selves can fract. I mean, how many times can a whole self fractalize itself, roughly? Are we talking hundreds, thousands, millions? What are we talking? Infinite. On you. Void on you.
It depends on the human, because it's the human experience that causes the fractalization and the different choices and the emotion and the...
Yeah, no, but I mean, as in, like, so that whole self, that is a divine spark, and therefore fractalizes itself across all the planes in different embodies. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but if you think about it, so when I was born, okay, I came in as a soul, a fractal
of the
of
soul.
the whole,
Yeah.
But then even from the beginning of my life up to now, because of choices I've made, because of things that's happened to me, I've fractaled again and again and again.
Whoa. Oh.
Goodness me.
Calm down.
So it's not as simple as the whole self can do it 22 times.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit of a silly question to ask, really.
It depends on the nature of the game, if you want to call it that. Would mean it can just be as many times as needs be.
I guess I just wanted to kind of clarify it for people, because obviously, you know, with the video we put out, we said there's 8 million souls, and that is correct, but actually we didn't take into account the fact the ability to fractalize itself. I guess I was trying to cover all bases and answer questions that I know are going to come up. But so basically it's infinite. There's no number you can put on it. Okay. That answers that question for anybody who's wondering.
Okay, so
back to 2028.
Oh, it does get so confusing though, because now I'm thinking.
You're thinking what?
I don't know what I'm thinking. You can just keep thinking, can't you? And then
well, that's the thing.
You think you figure something out, and then you can become another stumble.
Well, we'll do another video about all of that. We'll dive deeper into the fractals, the NPCs, the 3 different soul types, all of that in a completely another video. But for now, let's try and figure out 2028, because that's what we did ask for originally. Right, so 2028, timeline split.
The game player decides, or the whole self. So there's 2 different timelines. They're gonna be both different, okay? So in 2028, depending on what timeline that you end up on, by 2028, is that when the timelines have completely
split?
Okay.
And we don't get a choice. This avatar doesn't get a choice on which timeline we go on.
But do we get an idea of what timeline we will be on? Because that is going to be something that people worry about. We can't just leave them.
We do get an idea. What's the idea? Free power. Are you saying that the indication that you've gone on to the more preferred timeline would be the introduction of free electricity, free power? It's not. I don't think what Gabriel's saying is there's not a specific personal indication. It's a global indication. Is that what you're trying to say? So one of the indications would be the introduction of free power.
I know, but people are going to be like, you know, right now in this point in time, you know, I'm doing all the right things, I'm doing all the good high frequency stuff, and basically what's the point? Because
yeah, I agree. I do agree.
I mean, that's...
yeah. What about that? Like, if it's genuinely about the individual fractal not having a choice, but it's about the whole self making the choice, their frequency.
Because I think what I'm trying to say is, if your whole self had already chose, because it would have already been decided, they will already know, my fractal, my avatar is going to be on the positive timeline, then surely you'd think you would be living a life that's more indicative of that already. As in, maybe you, I don't know.
I mean, as well, positive and negative, they're very human words. In terms of frequency and energy, they just are.
Okay, so the message that we got then was, if you are heading onto the positive timeline, then you see...
Don't look at me, because I lost it halfway through. I got the last word, government.
You see truth, eyes not shut to dystopian government.
Is that correct? Right, so if you're the sort of person that are seeing through the shit show of what we call government, and all of globally this is, then you are basically going to be heading towards the positive timeline.
So the people
who are
that are going to be on the negative timeline are actually not seeing the corruption in the world,
because they don't need to, and that makes a lot of sense to me. We're all like, oh, these people are all asleep and we need to wake them up, but
they're not going to wake up because they're not meant to go on your timeline. No. But that makes me really sad, because there's some really beautiful people that, just because they are not into the conspiracies or the truther community, doesn't mean that I want them on the bad timeline.
Well, no, but technically the bad timeline's this timeline. It's what we're experiencing now. It's not like, it's not going to be the end of the world or anything like that. It's just going to be more of this shit show, basically. It's not going to be like, do you know what I mean? I think we're thinking it's going to be like the end of the world, but it's not that. They're just going to get more of this until they're...
So the only reason because there was a point when we didn't see it, or I didn't see it. I can't speak for everybody, but I know people have been awake a lot longer than I have. I absolutely know that. But there's been a point where none of us saw it.
Carry on, because I need to speak.
So I'm just thinking that when you start to see it, that is like... Is that part of the catalyst for you to move on to the new timeline? You seeing it, does that actually, in a really weird way, make your frequency rise, so you do go on to the other time, the positive timeline? Is it part of it?
Go talk then.
Yeah.
That's just made me think. Okay, because it said the whole self chooses, depending on the whole self's frequency, which timeline it picks, right?
Yeah.
That's just made me think. It is dependent on each individual fractal of the whole self, though, because it's dependent on enough of the whole self, their individual fractals waking up, for that whole self to be able to move onto the better timeline. Am I correct?
I mean, I don't know what you mean by that.
I was right about it. Oh, that's exciting.
I don't get it.
Right, okay, so if you've got your whole self, which fractalizes itself into... We don't even really need to think about how many different pieces, right? Mm. And all these different pieces don't start off awake. We all start off asleep.
Yeah.
And then, over time, each individual fractal, each you, each me, whatever, starts to wake up. And once enough of these individual fractals of the whole self have woken up to this dystopian whatever, that's when the whole self, as its entirety, can shift onto a better timeline.
Oh, is that right?
Is that what you mean? I'm right for once. I'm never right. So even though it said no, it's not down to the individual. It's not. It's the whole self who it's their frequency which decides. It is still down to us, because if enough of us don't awaken within that whole self, it can't move.
So the awakening is absolutely, definitely, and seeing the truth, even though it doesn't feel very nice, it's essential.
Yeah, because the truth is sometimes not nice to see, but it's important.
It's so important, okay.
And that's, I mean, maybe, I don't know.
And it is a catalyst for, because seeing the truth is what wakes you up. It's what...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when people go on, if enough of us raise our frequency, our vibration, we get to enter new earth. They're not wrong. But that has to happen on an individual, soul, whole self level. So enough of its fractals need to wake up. And while their fractals aren't waking up, the whole self sleeps.
Yeah, okay.
Oh! Archangel Gabriel just called me wise. Oh, thank you. I needed that today because sometimes I do feel a bit thick.
Oh, you're not thick.
Well, not thick, but because we talk about quite complex things that I don't look into, and I'm not a scientist, I'm not a mathematician, I'm not a quantum. I mean, there's this kid who's
Not
5.
a philosopher.
There's a kid who's 5 on TikTok, right? And he can explain wormholes. I am 41 and I can't even add 7 plus 2 up. Well, I can. That's a bit stupid, but you know what I mean? I feel a little bit inadequate sometimes.
Oh, I do as well. I get what you mean.
Because I'm sometimes like, imposter syndrome steps in and I'm like,
yeah,
I can't quantum math my way out of this explanation.
Yeah, I know, I feel the same.
So, but thank you, I appreciate it.
I feel the same as well, to be honest.
Right, is there, okay, so basically, we've really gone a long way around this, but what you wanted to say that is, in 2028, the thing that is occurring is the split of the timelines. If you're not awake, you're not going to be watching these videos, so it's not going to matter to you because you're going to know no difference. But everybody who does watch our videos, and everybody who watches everybody else's videos, who's part of the Truther community, is seeing through the government and all that shit show, you are all going to be moving on to a new timeline. A more auspicious timeline where we get free power. Now, if that ain't something to cheer about when you don't have to pay your electricity bill, I don't know what is.
And this is going to include like a lot of the things we said that would become quite like community led and just a fairer and more equal world.
We're talking utopia here, just generalised happiness. Obviously, we're still going to have hardships as individuals because it's just part of what we need to do. But we're not going to be seeing baby eating people and, you know, being taxed to death and... That rain clean.
Rain clean. Rain clean, health better, you baby dance again. What does that mean, baby dance again?
Baby dance again? Age. Oh, we stop aging so quickly. Oh, I gotta love that. You can fuck your creams away. I'm not gonna age as quickly.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I mean, they did manipulate our DNA, but technically, even though when they manipulated our DNA, we were still supposed to live to about 120.
Oh.
So...
Are you trying to say that we will age reverse a little bit?
That was really fascinating. We'll talk to Archangel Gabriel again. He talks sense. Cool. Fab. Awesome. Right, well, there we go. We'll catch you on the next impromptu deep dive on God knows what.